And the last panel that I will be talking about today, which is definitely one of the more fun and helpful ones, is going to be the quick tools. Hello everybody, jimmyispromo here, back again with another awesome video. And in today's video, we will be going over all of the different settings and features and hidden tips and tricks that's going to be happening with your edge screen for your Samsung Galaxy Note 9. First off, if you are brand new here at the channel of jimmyispromo and you own a Samsung Galaxy device, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button, as well as the bell for notifications so you don't miss future videos. And don't forget about that playlist tab on the very top to check out my Galaxy Note 9 playlist to see everything that I've uploaded so far. One of my favorite features that Samsung has done with its phones is going to be the edge screen. Now, the edge screen brings up a bunch of different edge panels that you're able to use. Sometimes they serve as shortcuts, and sometimes they serve as tools that get you through your day-to-day life on your Samsung Galaxy devices. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about and mention before we go inside of all of the edge panels is talking about this little tab. So you are able to press and hold and pretty much move it anywhere on the screen. So if you are left-handed or right-handed, you are able to move it on your side of the screen that you need, as well as how high and how tall you want it to be. So this way your thumb will naturally be able to open it up at any given point in time. Now, the other thing is that once you open this up and you tap on that settings icon on the very top right hand side, one other thing I do want to show you is that you are able to reorder all these edge panels. That is self-explanatory. You can also uninstall edge panels, that is added in there. Also, here's the edge panel handle. So let's talk about that handle just a little bit. You are able to change it on the left or right side, as I've shown you from before, and you can also move it away from any screen. If you wanted to, you can press and hold, and you can change the position anywhere on the screen, which is something that you saw I've done, but also you can change the size of it. So right now it's not really that large, but if you wanted to, you can make it extremely long if you want it easier for your thumb to hit it, and you can also change the transparency on how easy is it for you to see it. Now, mine is set right there. That one works for me. I know where this is at because my thumb hits it all the time. I open it up just because I use the edge screens all the time, and you can turn on or off your vibration. Now that we have talked a little bit about this handle and how you're able to activate it, how you're able to move it in two different ways, either from the settings page or from the handle itself, now let's talk about some of these edge panels. So now once you've opened up any of these edge screens, these edge panels that you see, now I'm going to talk about what all these edge panels can do. But also there's two ways of viewing. The first one is by checking out all of these tiles right here. It's kind of set up kind of like your recent apps. You can see a thumbnail view, or you can check it out the easy way. So let's say that I'm way over here on this app's edge, but the other one I want to check out is going to be this very last page. Instead of me hitting on these little dots, I'd be able to hit on that menu, go to my quick tools, and that's another way to navigate around these edge panels. Now, once you play with this a little bit more, if you haven't used it a lot, you'll know pretty much your organization or the order of how you set them up. And a lot of them you might be able to also turn off if you don't want to use them. So now that we've played around with the handle, we played around with navigating between all of these, now let's go inside of the settings. So once you go inside of settings, this is where you are able to activate or deselect some of these little edge screens. So if you don't feel you're going to use the app's edge, switching between different applications really fast, you don't have to have that one there. But Smart Select is a big one to have, and I'll show you a couple things inside of there of the reason why I love it. The next one that's good to have is going to be your device maintenance. So if you have a different carrier that doesn't supply device maintenance, if you do have it, definitely turn this one on. It helps you to pretty much fix anything and make your phone run optimally. And then also you have the Task Edge. Task Edge is a pretty big one to keep. This quick tools here that has your compass and a few other tools, this one will actually come in handy a little bit more than what you think. You also have People Edge if there's people that you contact all the time. Your Clipboard Edge, so if you're in the application and you want to basically drag and drop or click on any of these things that you have clipboard, you can put it inside of any application. If you're somebody who needs to be reminded all the time, there is a reminder. You also have your weather on the side of your phone. Here's your calendar. Samsung Internet, so you can put your bookmarks there. If there's different websites you go to all the time, you'd be able to click on any of those bookmarks. Sports is a pretty big one. This uses Yahoo Sports. I love Yahoo Sports. For me, it does a little bit better job than ESPN. Then you can also check out your finance, your Samsung members, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You can also add in music. If you want to have a few more different options, you are able to do the option on the very top right hand side for download, and you are able to search for other ones that you are able to download. And there's even a fun one in here for more edge lighting options. Now there is two different ways of editing some of these different edge panels. First off, when you're in the screen here, you have an option of of edit. That just means you're able to edit kind of what you see, what it does, maybe some of your sports that you want to watch, some of your teams, or what the different tasks you want to show up there. Now, if you don't want to do it in that screen there, you can do it right over here where you have the option of edit. So for Task Edge, let's talk about Task Edge first off. This is a way you're able to make your phone do different tasks for you. You'll be able to open up the camera and go directly into taking a selfie. So usually when you open your camera, it might go to some different shooting mode, maybe auto for your back camera, but if you know you're going to take a selfie, you can hit that option there. You can also view a bookmark instantly. You can set it up to where you're sending a text message to somebody directly, so you don't have to go inside of messages and find them and do all this other stuff. If you know that you text that person all the time, you'd be able to set up that one as well. You can compose a message, and you can also find a image instantly inside of your gallery. So if you know for a fact that there is a picture that you show all the time, maybe it's a dog or your son, daughter, somebody else, and you always say, oh, you haven't seen my son or daughter or dog in a long time, I need to show you this picture. You can set it up to where you can find it instantly versus going through the gallery and going through all the different albums and scrolling past, maybe it was a year ago, and then you can maybe finally find it after a couple minutes. It's a fast way for definitely checking out an image right away. Now, if you want to edit any of these, just hit on that edit button. You're able to basically tap on any of these to move them over on the right-hand side. Any of these that you don't want, you can hit on that little dash and it'll go right back over here. So these are some of the different tasks that you're able to make your phone do for you. Now let's move over to the device maintenance tab. This one's pretty nice. You can check out everything for your battery, what is your performance mode that you're in, you can change it, how much storage you've used, maybe you want to optimize your phone now. So it's kind of a way that you're able to optimize the phone, you can fix the phone, get it running optimally without having to go on the very top and doing all the settings. Once you're finished with that device maintenance, you're able to move over to your Smart Select. Now this one is huge because sometimes you only want to share a particular portion of the screen and not the full entire screen. And also maybe you don't want those little screenshots to be saved in your gallery, you just want to send it over to somebody else. Now this is perfect for a rectangle. Let's say maybe we're watching the sports, maybe we're looking at weather or anything else, and you wanted to share this bit of information, not the full screen. Now you hit on done, and then you can hit on share, and then you can share it to anybody you want to. And once you're done, you hit back a few times and you're right back to where you started, and you don't have to have that image saved in your gallery. Now, if you want it to be saved in your gallery, you can hit on save, but for me, a lot of times I just want to share something with somebody and I don't want to clutter and add a bunch of things to my gallery. Now, the next one I do want to show inside of the Smart Select side panel is going to be the GIF animation. So this is where you can create your own GIF. You're able to move this really anywhere you want to, pretty much however big you want it to be. Let's say that we place it right here. You can choose the high quality or standard quality. And let's say that we wanted to record it. So now I'm going to hit on record, and now it's creating a little GIF all the way up to 15 seconds. And then now once you hit on done, now you've created your own GIF, but there won't be any sound. It's just the graphics that you're checking out. And then you're able to share it or you can save it. So you can do this with anything. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on your gallery, pretty much anything to send somebody the perfect GIF at the right time. The next Edge panel to speak about is going to be Apps Edge. Now, when it comes down to the Apps Edge, it's just simply a shortcut getting inside of applications, but you might see different applications on your Apps Edge that is already also on your home screen. Now, you are able to change any of these out, but if you notice that maybe this will not really be beneficial for you, this one right here will definitely be beneficial, and this is setting up a app pair. So when you hit down over here where you can add in an application or hit edit, you can choose the option here for Create App Pair, and it turns on multi-window right away for those two applications that make sense of working together. So let's say that maybe you want to turn on, let's go to Messages and Maps, because maybe you want to check out your maps, but you have to read a text message from your person of where you are driving to. If it makes sense to you, you can actually switch these around, put your maps on the top, then you can have your messages on the bottom. Or maybe a better option is going to be maps on the top and maybe a music streaming service on the bottom. So maybe Spotify or anything else, but it only will be able to work with applications that is set up to be set up with a smaller screen. And when you hit on done, now what's going to happen is when you head back to your home, you open this up, click on this right there. Now you're able to basically play with those two different applications at the exact same time. You can have your navigation as well as what your friend is telling you of where you should navigate to. When it comes down to sports, this one's pretty self-explanatory. You do have to set this one up. And again, it is using Yahoo Sports. Yahoo Sports, to me anyways, is way better than the ESPN, especially if you watch a lot of TV of sports. You're probably already watching ESPN, so you might as well get all the different viewpoints from another angle. So now what we're going to do is we're definitely inside of this NFL season, and once you click on NFL, then you're able to follow your favorite teams. So I am in Kansas City area, so I am going to choose the option of Chiefs, and I'm going to head on back. And if you want to, you can add in MLB and everything else. When your teams are added into the Edge screen, you are able to check out some of the upcoming events. You can check out how they're doing right now. You can check out how their final game went. And really, when you tap on that, it's going to take you to the website version of Yahoo Sports for that game or the game that's happening at that moment in time. And then you're able to check out all the statistics, what's happening going on, what was all the playmakers. So if you are in a fantasy league, you are able to check out everything in detail. And the last panel that I will be talking about today, which is definitely one of the more fun and helpful ones, is going to be the quick tools, which right away you will see compass. Now this is pretty fun. You're able to really kind of move your phone around, able to check everything out for the compass to see, where you are, if you're camping or if you got to go, due north, you're able to check everything out. You are able to calibrate it as well. It's letting you know where you are, the latitude and longitude. Here is the tally counter. So if you need to go through here and you need to make a tally of something, you can either have the vibration on, you can have the vibration off. You can even set up a goal if you want to, if there's a goal for a tally. So it's just a little bit of a tally counter. You have your flashlight, you're able to turn it on, you can turn it off, you can change your intensity level as well. Here is a surface level. So if you're trying to see if your table is level or whatever you're putting up, you're able to test it out as well. So if my table was a little off-centered, you can definitely see everything moving. And you also have a small ruler. Now I hope that you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Also don't forget to hit on subscribe right over here, the little red circle. You can subscribe that way. Share this video with your friends and family and social media sites. And outside of that, I'll see you guys later.